Reality TV Part 3, Reality versus Scripted TV. Why has reality TV become so popular with networks?
I would say there are two answers to that. One is money. It is so much cheaper to produce a reality show for every reason. You don't
talk about the economics.
You don't have to pay celebrities $1 million an episode like the Big Bang Theory guys just got. Most reality shows don't have unions, so you don't get strikes involved. You don't need a set. You just are in a house. You don't need lots of props and all that jazz. It's kind of like put these people in a house and tape them and see what happens. Essentially, if you can save $6 million an episode by not having these big Oscar-winning or Emmy-winning actors on it, then you're going to save a lot of money.
So just to interrupt you, so the framework on a series, if you were producing scripted programming, I think that today's budget's about $2 million an episode. So you're going to be thinking $44 million plus development costs. Let's call it $50 million for a series. I got to imagine a show like The Bachelor or a show which is the high end,
right.
Can't cost more than $8 million, $10 million. You know what I mean? It's a fraction, but there's no back end or rerun that you get. How does that play into the economics of the business?
I mean, that's one of the things that I'm not sure everyone's thinking forward about. One of the questions that people ask a lot is, does reality TV have lasting power? And the answer is no. You're answering this right now. No one goes back and watches old seasons of The Bachelor, old seasons of The Amazing Race. You don't do that because you know the outcome, you know where the fights are, and you kind of get bored. You've seen these people. They're exciting maybe the first time you watch them versus watching, as you said, I Love Lucy, or even more recent things like Friends. These are characters that are so compelling that you can watch them over and over again. The Bachelor's never going to go into syndication. Right. I haven't thought about it, but I guess, yes, the economics of it in the end will not pan out the way that people are thinking they will, but cheap and now is the way that people want to produce.
Cheap and now, that's a great subtitle for this course.
Why is reality TV so popular with viewers?
I think at this point, people will and do watch literally anything. We think of, the time when you couldn't have married couples sleeping in the same bed together, and now we can and now we can watch, like you said, Naked and Afraid. People dropped in the middle of nowhere, literally completely naked. So I do think that this, we've just kind of lost our sense of shock value at that. I don't think that is unique to TV in any way. It's the same way that, movies are, more violence-packed and there's more nudity and all that. I don't think that's unique to reality TV, but the fact that these are real people, we're watching them, it does become kind of voyeuristic. We usually reserve that term to talk about, watching people in sexy, intimate settings. Sometimes it's broadened to just mean watching people in their personal, intimate lives, but it is voyeuristic. We're literally watching people walk around naked. We're watching people have incredibly intimate moments. The Bachelor and Bachelorette, the light goes out on the fantasy. Yeah, we know exactly what. Sometimes the light goes out and the light comes back on, and then there's like fireworks. It is, the metaphors are thinly veiled. So we know exactly what is happening, and no one seems to be that upset about it.
Why isn't that shown? So take the honeymoon fantasy suite. We show a lot of other things. Do you not think that there's a competitor out there to The Bachelor who's going to want to say to the cast members or whoever they are, the cameras everywhere, no holds barred? It's a little bit like Big Brother, basically. Right. Is that in the showers, I think, and everything else?
Yeah, I think you would probably have to pay your participants more to do that. That would be my guess. But there is still, I guess, some sense of propriety on Andy's season of The Bachelorette. After the final rose, one of the guys confronted her and said, if you didn't love me, why did you make love to me? And she just, her jaw dropped, and she could not believe he had said this on national television. Meanwhile, we all know it happened. Yeah. No one is shocked that the Bachelorette is sleeping with all of the men, but once it's spoken out loud, it kind of breaks that barrier of these are real people and these are their lives. But they signed up for it.
What are some reasons networks prefer reality TV? What's a major difference between scripted and reality programming? And why is reality TV so popular among viewers? Was this just scripted or was that reality?